All right, so there's going to be the passive popping off. All right, let's go ahead and special. All right, so Gore only had one vulnerable. I was trying to keep the vulnerables off him. That ult still kind of just wrecked us.
Look how they massacred my boy.
How's it going, everybody? This is Siri here, and we have a round 2 matchup for Cosmic Crucible, and we are going against Jax, the Hybrid Master. Now, he is a very smart player that likes to do things pretty random, but it's not really random. So I'm really happy that I get to play against him again. It's been a little bit. So he is 168 million TCP. As far as his defense goes, he has a Phoenix Force, Thanos Endgame, Gore, and Shadow King in Stage 1. Stage 2 has a Mephisto, Quasar, Gladiator for that pre-taunt. We have Guardian giving offense up, and we have new Emma in here shutting down the basically speed mechanic that certain teams can end up taking advantage of. Stage 3, we have a Kahori, Black Knight, Omega Sentinel, OG Emma, and Spider-Man Pavitra. This one here could go sideways depending on what you end up throwing in there. Stage 4, we have a 3-piece Orcus. Now, the 3-piece here is going to end up causing a taunt to appear on the summon of the Sentinel bot. Then we have Spider-Man Noir and Dr. Doom. Stage 5, we have a 2-piece Thunderbolts, 3-piece of the Liberty team. And Stage 6, we have Night Stalkers with Super Scrolls. This is going to be a pretty fun one. Let's get started. All right, we are starting Stage 2 off using the Star Jammers in here. So the new Emma is going to stop the speed that Havoc provides to the team. However, we're going to be able to take advantage of the turn meter that Howard the Duck provides in here. I do want to end up going for Quasar early because he is 129 speed and he could kind of wreck some Cosmic due to his basic and his specials and everything. So he is going to be a high priority target. We do need to be mindful of the Mephisto in here because we stop his speed, but he's still going to get his empowered when he goes to his turn. So we need to be careful in this matchup, but I think we should be okay. All right, so we do get to go first in here. I think I want to actually try and get a stun probably into Quasar over here, or just kill him off entirely. That's great. Let's do the ability block here, because I do want to throw the ability block into Emma, or kill Emma. We'll just kill people. How about that? Death is a great status effect that's kind of underutilized, I should say. All right, let's ult here. That should end up wiping this out. There we go. Super easy. All right, Stage 3, we're going to end up rolling the dice in here. I usually don't like this matchup. However, I don't really have a choice based on where I'm using other parts for this fight. The reason I don't like this is because Emma's going to get this reduced speed on us, making it to where Omega Sentinel's going to ult. If she ends up getting that stun into Storm over here, things will go south very quickly. All right, so there goes the Kahori passive. Av getting slows on the right side of the field. That's good. All right, there goes Omega Sentinel. All right, so no stun into Storm. That is good. Let's get a stun into Kahori, though. All right, we're going to end up doing a special. We'll get the Striker Shot over into the Black Knight. All right, let's go ahead and ult. I'm going to target Omega Sentinel. I kind of want her killed off as quickly as possible here. So again, the assist is going to help a lot. All right, here comes the ult. We got 19 charges. And there it is. Yeah, that matchup can go sideways very quickly, as you can tell. All right, Stage 4, we are bringing in our Vigilante team. The reason I want to end up doing this is because kind of mouth things down. I have a lot of overpowered on them, whereas they don't have overpowered on their side of the field. I'm not too worried about the Dr. Doom. I'm pretty sure when Silver Sable does the ult, it's just going to end up deleting him off the board anyways. Let's go in. All right, so Spider-Man Warrior is going to pop off quite a bit due to all the buffs that we have. The counterattacks is just kind of going to destroy him. There goes Nimrod. All right, let's go ahead, pop the ult. This is probably going to kill everybody. There goes Dr. Doom. All right, so we should have Hitmonkey popping off here soon. All right, there goes Hitmonkey. Here's an ult. All right, now we're going to end up doing... Let's just do a basic. I don't think I need the special. Doing the basic is going to kind of get a rebound. All right, let's target over here. Pop the ult. That should finish this off. There we go. All right, for stage 1, we're going to end up popping our Odinati off in here. The reason I wanted to do this is... The Phoenix Force is kind of a deadly combo in stage 1. If I can stop the turn meter and just kind of overpower that Thanos endgame, I think we should be okay-ish in this type of matchup. And I didn't really need Odin elsewhere, so I think this should work pretty well. Let's go in. All right, right off the bat, we need to get an ability block out there. Let's go into the Phoenix over here. And let's go ahead and drop the tank with Hank. All right, so now we can get a stun out there. Let's do an ult into Thanos endgame. All right, so there's going to be the passive popping off. All right, let's go ahead and special. All right, so Gore only had one vulnerable. I was trying to keep the vulnerables off him. That ult still kind of just wrecked us. All right, we did get some assist out there. Let's get the special battlefield effect, all the buffs and the charges. All right, so there goes Phoenix. All right. So we did get the victory on that one. 5 charges definitely wrecked it. All right, for stage 6, we're bringing the Cabal team in. We have King and the old school Emma. So that way we can try to get our speed ahead of the enemy speed. King, we're going to want to do a basic first. And this is going to end up stopping the turn meter that Super Scroll normally gets because that Cabal team is in here. I don't care for this matchup, but I think it's probably going to be the safest one I can kind of use right now. All right, so let's go ahead and throw the basic out there because I don't want to get slow on them and have Blade end up kind of flipping that. Let's go ahead and target Blade now and special. All right, I'm gonna think I'm okay with. Now let's go ahead and right now I'm debating if I want to target Super Scroll or Blade to try to get him finished when I end up popping the ult off. This is going to do a turn meter rewind. Then we're going to end up doing leader. Let's just get rid of Blade. All right, get the assist in there. All right, let's go ahead, special into Super Scroll. All right, there goes Super Scroll. Kang, pop in the ult. And let's go ahead and take that defense off. All right, so Oath got her turn off. Agatha's going to start going. Yeah, that went sideways quickly. Let's go ahead. Ult into Oath. We at least get the strip the buffs off. That's good. All right, let's go into Agatha and ult here. All right, let's do another turn meter rewind. I'm going to target Man-Thing. He's getting close to getting his turn pulled off. All right, let's do another special. The ball hanging in there. All right. Little dicey, but we got it. For stage 5, we are using the 3-piece Sinister Superior 6. We have Green Goblin Classic. We have Spider Slayer for the offense up. We have Mysterio to stop the immunity. We have APOC in here due to the extra health, extra damage the Falcon Punch he can provide. And then we have Old Man Logan in here. So we kind of have a hodgepodge team that should work very well into this. All right, so we got to go first. We're going to end up using the ultimate from the Green Goblin Classic. So there's a nice turn meter rewind going. All right, let's try and get a stun out there into Peggy. That G20, Old Man Logan just wrecks with that special. My God. All right, let's go ahead, target Taskmaster and ult. And there he goes, and Falcon Punch. Yeah, this was incredibly easy. All right, so we did get a one shot and everything. We got a 50,191. Jex got a 48,976. Let's go ahead and take a look at the attacks again. Stage 1, Odonati, 8354. I underestimated that one vulnerable from Gore, getting that extra damage, just wrecking my team on here. Stage 2, Starjammers, 8371, very efficient. Stage 3, 8370, but you saw how south this could have gone if one RNG check went basically in his favor. Stage 3, Vigilante, 8371, very clean. Stage 5, 8371, another clean one. Stage 6, 8355. So it looks like this and Stage 1 is where I lost most of my efficiency. The Agatha and Oath getting their turns just really wrecked us on that one. All right, for my defense, Stage 1, I have Phoenix Force, I have Shadow King, Thanos, and Super Skrull. Immortal X-Men went in here. Looks like they killed everybody. Then I'm guessing Omega Red, Phoenix Force kind of wrecked shop on that one. New Warriors Cleanup, 7966. Stage 2, Green Goblin Classic, Kraven, Spider Slayer, Ares, and then Kestrel, 8369. That's just a Wanda's Revenge, basically, with the offense up from Guardian. Stage 3. So this right here is kind of the big turtle one I have. All right, so they went in with Cabal, Null, and Kingpin. Didn't work. Then went in with Vigilante. I'm guessing timeout after they pulled an ultimate or something of Mephisto, probably not Xavier, I'm not sure. Then they went in for a cleanup, APOC, Old Man Logan, Odin, Weaver, Nightcrawler, 7563, so they did get that done. Stage 4, Illuminati into the Liberty with Ultimus, 8358. Turn bonus, it looks like it's mainly due to the health of the room rolls. Stage 5, so in here I have Thunderbolts with Hela. This allowed me to use Songbird on offense if I ever need that as a tool. Ultimus, Black Cat, LDS, Kang, and Archangel. Interesting, probably for the rewinds because of the Greg, 8360. Stage 6, Starjammers, 8360. So, well done. You got the clear on that one. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I get to play again against Jex. I always love playing against him because he has an incredible mind as far as trying to piece together interesting teams like this. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.